All right, time to finally talk about Van Gogh Minor. I've been struggling making this recording. This is not the first take, but show must go on, and I want to get this out. So, Van Gogh Minor, very interesting case, and their skill buff mid event drastically changes how they perform, um, like in game. Like obviously, uh, it makes so much more sense because this is Go. Van Gogh has always been known as the crit support servant, whether it was for existence outside the domain, or servants, or even just generally. Uh, Much more universal crit servant than Doman. Doman, if you're not chaotic or evil, you're kind of shit out of luck with him. Van Gogh, if you're not existence outside the domain, still 30 attack and base 50 crit damage, no matter what, on a very, very spammable MP with face guard refund that just gets her back up, and also the terror lock. Van Gogh doesn't have the minor, doesn't have the curse. It doesn't have the terror, but does have a little bit of stun. Crit damage. Now Van Gogh minor gets the crit damage. So let us get started. 9.2k attack is base. It's not super high, but it's also like where 4 stars need to be. When they start dipping below like 80 into the 8,000s, especially below 8.5k, your attack is there, like you as a DPS is going to be struggling, because like literally every other character is going to be hitting harder than you, including some grailed lower stars, like 3 stars, that their base attack is like not that far off 7,000. Them being brought up to 80 probably will pass up that character. HP, it's okay. It gets higher mid fight because of Van Gogh's skills, and then her other skill just makes her even more tanky. So even though this says 12, it's effectively a lot higher, because you really can't account for how much crit attack resistance like actually technically increases your max HP pool, like by not getting crit. Star weight, star gen, these are normal Lancer numbers. MP charge, super healthy for a quick unit at 0.72% with 6 hit quick card. I can tell you so many 5 stars that would kill for 6 hit quick cards with good base gain. Like this is crazy base gain for these, like for hit counts like this. Like this is the normal gain you see of double buster, double quick. Like it should be around this level with a good arts card. Like these quick cards are almost going to refund as much as this arts card. I'm hesitant to say they're going to be equal. I feel like this arts card would just be better on a crit at the end of a mighty chain, but again, I might be wrong. But based on like how most of the refund calc work, like most of the time you're putting arts at the end of the brave chain if you want refund, and then quick if you want more stars. Either way, this is still really good base gains. Very, very strong. But the buster cards, they can make stars at the very least. They might, yeah, like 3 hits. That is some stars. And yeah, 5 extra attack. This is standard now. Moving on, and that's the buff skill. We'll get to it later. Pay 10 stars, and then you get quick up, arts up, or buster up, along with party MP gen 20%. Important thing to note though, that this is on a 4-turn cooldown. Thus, with a pen 5, it's on a 3-turn. Any more cooldown reduction, and you double stack this. And at the double stack is where I think this skill for Van Gogh herself is where she actually needs to be if you want her to do any kind of 3-3 looping, which that's a big ask, especially because her main support Scotty, they essentially you're gonna have to start from 0. You have to start from 50, or you have to start from 0 with her. And because of that, you are going to run into issues of what supports can actually give you cooldown. So starting from 0, probably not an option. Starting from 50, you do like Van Gogh's refund is bad. It's not that bad. If the other support you're bringing in has some kind of battery and cooldown reduction, and it doesn't have to be like a 50 battery. It has to be like if you're starting from 50, like you can get away with a lot. Yeah, I want to say like no. Yeah, off the top of my head, I'm not thinking in it right now. Like Alco, Super Alco, but that takes time to set up, and you have to give her like a case scope or something, so that's not an option. But like in the future, cooldown reduction on this Van Gogh will be able to really up the refund for single core. But right now, I feel multi-core is just the strongest because A, you can choose what card buff, and B, party MP gen. That's good for every character, regardless of these two actually line up or not. Second skill, 3k HP, 30% battery, and at base 10 stars. So this is a non-issue for the cost. You'll make it back, and also this is a quick team. Having a lot of stars shouldn't be that much of an issue. Yeah, so 30 stars in total if you're on City. And you can get City from the MP. Oh yeah, actually, also coming back to this, no, actually, never mind. I'll talk about it here. So this was what the skill was originally: 2 attacks, 3 turns, dodge, crit attack, chance resistance. For this cooldown, this skill does work. Is it a little lackluster? Yes. But does this skill actually look normal though? Especially for a 4-star? The answer I want to say is yes. Like, not a lot damage. I'm gonna admit that's where the flaw of this skill comes in. Like why I kind of was hinting, because Van Gogh known for all their crit synergy, but the only crit part about Van Gogh is you make them quick. Yeah, no, that doesn't make sense. So this skill makes way more sense for it being Van Gogh. Again, being Van Gogh. If it was a different welfare, they chose a different character, I probably wouldn't have been thinking like in my head, like even if this was in the back of my head, I was not expecting a buff like this, especially not on release. Maybe a buff in a while, like when they brought her to Evocation, but releasing this buff now, awesome. This is up to 150% crit damage, aka you use a Van Gogh MP, like OG Van Gogh MP, with a existence outside the domain. And the only thing this Van Gogh needs is stars. They are a quick servant. Them having stars isn't going to be an issue. Their existence outside the domain, using double Foreigner Van Gogh and Van Gogh Minor, will lead a whole lot of fucking stars that you don't have to worry that much about this, and then you'll definitely hit the crit cap. 2 Van Gogh's MPs, this skill, and then you manage to pop another Van Gogh MP. Congratulations, you hit the crit cap. For almost all, like their entire team. Even if it's for a turn or two, you still hit the ceiling. So, this skill as it is, fucking awesome. There are so many 5-stars that would kill to have 6-hit arts cards. There are so many 5-stars that would kill to have 150% crit damage in their kit. This is wild. And remember, she has a double buster, double quick deck. This is the crit deck for quick servants. This is the deck that you have to murder everyone because you have 2 buster cards and 2 quick cards that are being buffed by both Scotties. And now we also have Cosmo drop, so your buster cards get a buster buff. So they do even more crit damage than they did before. All in all, This is a very well put together welfare. For me personally, I was thinking B along initial release if we're talking tier list terms. This skill alone brings her up to at least an A. At least an A. In terms of welfares, like, you don't have a crit welfare like this. You don't. Most welfares are lucky to get 30% crit damage in their kit. That's one part of this skill. And again, she's AoE quick. She can make the stars herself. She's a Lancer, the best knight class to make stars. If she was an assassin, I mean, yeah, that would be better. But that doesn't exactly fit. I was going to say it didn't fit Van Gogh's character, but literally at the end of the Van Gogh event, she sneaks into her room and hides under the covers. So as a summer form, assassin would be a choke. Gok. It would be a good Gok. Yeah, I didn't do enough Goks during this. But yeah. All right, let's move on to passives because I do want to stream this morning. It's already 3-ish hours before I have to leave for work. All right. Ow. Oof. Tightness here. Okay, Buster up 4%. Star Gen of Buster cards up 30%. So these Buster cards are mini quick cards. Essentially, they are mini quick cards. They are supposed to gen a lot of Star Gen for being Buster cards. Because Buster performance, I believe, also affects Star Gen, or like card performance affects Star Gen. It's not that much, but I do think it has a very small part in it, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know the Star Gen formula as well as I know MP Gen formula, but I believe card buffs affect Star Gen. Existence outside the domain. This is the most important passive for her to have, period, because she doesn't work with herself if she didn't have this passive. His existence outside the domain is not buffing foreigners. It buffs this servants with this passive. This is why Cuckoo is not the be all end all best DPS in the game. She does not have this passive. And last one, self-portrait as a sunflower, mental debuff resistance up 30%. It makes more sense. Also, like, I haven't read this event, but I haven't heard like jokes about her wanting to kill herself. I imagine her being in an event with, I think, her little brother. I think King Tut has something to do with Theo. And that interlude just came on NA too, so I actually like know what that was about. I honestly like this 2-year gap. That's how long it takes them to make events. If it's like it lines up on NA, like this is the hint for this event a couple years down. That for me honestly feels really good reading it. But I don't think that's what Lasagna is intending. I think that just happens to be how it works. God damn. When was it? Yeah, sorry, chat. I'm just getting a tightness in my jaw and it hurts. All right. So append skills, append 3 for berserkers. This is probably the best pen you could have gotten. Other thing would have been archers, but that doesn't happen often. So anti-berserker. Awesome, especially for an AoE. You're gonna want mana loading, you're gonna want a pen 3, but this is a welfare, so you can get all this shit. MP 4-hit AoE quick. This is concerning for refund. I've seen what her actual refund is. It's not good. It's almost Khazra drop levels yet, but still better. If that's her fucking baseline, she loops better than Khazra drop, who's supposed to be looping against casters. That's such a fucking low bar. Oh my god. But yeah, this is looping like around Achilles level, so you just have to be aware that they are not looping 333, not from 0, unless they are killing like literally in the first hit. They need to kill it in the first hit, otherwise this does not work. Super effective damage against lawful enemies. Awesome. Niches are just what's hot, and makes sense that you cannot make up niche damage. Eventually, you will oversaturate on buffs, and there is only so far you can go. If you have niche damage, you automatically break that ceiling without even having to try. 40% chance to stun is what it is. Don't count on this to actually work. Like reset scumming for 40% doesn't make sense. Reset scumming for 70%, that does make sense. If it's below half, you have a below half chance of like actually landing the stun, and there is nothing to help land the stun. So don't count on this. City Battlefield, it's nice. It's like Millennium Battlefield. How it, like, even if Van Gogh gets debuff removed, this effect is still going to be active because it's like here under, like, by the turn count, and like it cannot be removed as long as Van Gogh stays on the field. You have City Battlefield. There aren't that many characters that actually benefit that you'd actually run with Van Gogh. The only, it's like Umu. Oh, okay, hold up. Oh wait, no. City. Okay, Alice. Yeah, all three of these are AoE, so you probably aren't running them together. Alice though is Umu is like an art spot. This is like 20 attack and 20 defense, if I'm not mistaken. But she also can do Forest or Darkness for that too. So it, like, City is nice, but Alice doesn't need that. MP damage activates first, goes from 20 to 40. Not bad scaling, not great, but still not bad. She does have a very diverse buff list. Yeah. Oh yeah, and you can stack this. It doesn't do anything, but hey, you're resetting the duration. Mats to level. I don't know why all of them aren't showing up. I think the wiki page is still like in the process. But I know it is Aurora Steel. Oh my god, I forgot what this was. I just remembered I didn't have a problem on either of my accounts, like getting Van Gogh up to at least 9 so that their looping support was like actually decent. Oh god. Oh, sorry, chat. Oh, I don't know why I feel this bad this morning. Oh well. Yeah, it's not my tooth. This is like the muscle that's bothering me, by the way. Yeah, so this is Van Gogh Minor. Is this character worth your time? Absolutely. It is ridiculously funny to watch Van Gogh Minor crit waves to fucking death. It is hilarious. I love that shit. Yeah, so level Van Gogh Minor, they are definitely worth your time. They are free MP5. They're free append skills. They give you all the servant coins. This character is definitely worth it. They did a really good job with this welfare design. It definitely was not what I was expecting, and I like the debate as a player, as a content creator. The debate probably sucks for Van Gogh because the habit is to push the videos out as quickly as possible. I can't do that with my current schedule, just because I don't have that much time in between going to work and when content comes out. But is what it is. All right, so tomorrow, King Tut, because I want to make sure the wiki page is like done for him. And yeah, peace. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. If you enjoyed, drop a like or sub. Hope to see you in the next one. Peace.